I speak up like this? I remember too. I just thought I'd share that story with you because he wanted to say I wasn't there. We was all there. We was there. Just keep that in mind. Can't make this up. Can't make this up at all. But that's just one of the things I wanted to touch on. I just wanted to tell a story. I just wanted to tell a story. So I got some stories just gonna be in my book too. I know y'all seen me post it. It's crazy that this nigga did this around this time. Because my book is on its way out. It's done, finished. And I want to address some shit, you know. Normally, I don't, you know, y'all don't never see me on this live shit. Y'all don't see me doing this shit. I don't do this shit. Probably last time I did this shit was 2 years ago when this nigga tried this shit last time. Y'all remember that? Some of y'all remember that. A lot of y'all just get tuned in on this nigga and how weird he is and how this nigga go about telling all these weird ass stories, trying to get his career back, trying to be relevant. Well, the fact of the matter is, man, only reason.
And the thing is, you guys keep saying JT's a good guy, but look what he did to that nigga on Snow on the Bluff, bro. He fucking stole his fucking movie deal. Stole his movie, bro. What's his name, bro? Who made that movie Snow on the Bluff? He stole that movie from him.
Why I'm addressing this shit is because the nigga
license everything. Nobody say shit about that.
Said some sick shit. The nigga said some real sick shit, and I every time I hear shit like that, that shit tear away at me. It make me want to just hurt something. You feel me? And more than anything, never mind that nigga. He's a fuck nigga. Never mind that. More than anything, that shit hurt my heart to see real Thea's fans that been following this movement since day one. These motherfuckers that been following this movement for day one. They know what I mean to this movement. They know how I represent my nigga. Niggas know I've been having my nigga face around my neck for 17 years now. You know? So we're gonna clear up some of the rumors and some of these motherfucking myths. And the reason why JT doing what he doing, he said it before. A lot of y'all didn't pay attention, so you gotta go back and watch some of this prior shit when this first happened. See, when we first fell out, JT said, he said, yeah, I'm gonna make a movie off you niggas, and I'm gonna make the movie look any way I want it to look. He could do that. So he telling y'all these fictitious stories, trying to set up for this raggedy ass movie that he gonna do.
Yeah, Curtis Snow.
But my thing is, you're not gonna fuck off our legacy. Appreciate it, my nigga. We work too hard. All right, Cuddy. We work too hard for this movement. We work too hard for this movement. You know, and a lot of people get shit twisted. You know, I hear people say, they lived off Mac Dre's name, they did that. You know, it's the difference between living off somebody's name and keeping somebody's name alive and representing somebody, you know, and giving props to somebody. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all another story real quick, since we're gonna tell stories. All right. In 1992, March 26th to be exact, me, Mac Dre, and Kilo Kirk got arrested in Fresno County. A lot of y'all know this story. A lot of y'all don't. So a lot of youngsters on here don't know this. We got arrested for conspiracy to commit armed bank robbery. We sat in Fresno County Jail for a year, fighting the case. Went to trial, all three of us. All three of us. Nobody in my motherfucking case broke. All three of us sat in the courtroom and went to trial together. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something that's a motherfucking fact. Mac Dre was an innocent man. I can't make that up. Mac Dre never robbed a bank. He wasn't part of robbing banks. He ran with a bank robbing crew. And he stayed solid to that shit. He didn't have to go to jail. He didn't have to go to prison. A lot of y'all seen that video I posted on my page when we on the boat. And he said, what you thought I was gonna do, tell on you? He said, nah, Romps keep it real, okay? So Mac Dre went and did 5 plus 1 more year, 6 years in Lompoc prison behind me slipping and dealing with a rat. Went and did his time. He went and did his time at Lompoc prison, every day of it. He didn't get to go to no mediums, no lows, no camps. He did every day of his time at Lompoc prison. That nigga got into knife fights. He got into everything you could name in prison in 5 years just to get back to the streets. Okay? When he got back to the streets, that nigga changed Romp Records to Thea's Entertainment. He started Thea's Entertainment with my cousin, Kilo Kirk, 2 years after he came home. When Kilo came home after doing 8 years. Dre did 6 and came home. Kilo did 8 and came home. When Kilo and Dre hooked up when Kilo got home. They started Thea's Entertainment together as partners. 50-50 partners. Mac Dre and Kilo Curtis. If you look on any old CDs, you look that shit up, you'll see who are the owners of Thea's Entertainment when they started this shit. Okay? Diggs was still in jail. When Diggs came home, I hooked up with my niggas. We vowed we was gonna make this movement and rock this movement together, and that's what we did. We pushed this Thea's Entertainment to the day my nigga lost his life. Now let me tell you this shit. I'm gonna say this again. My nigga gave up his life for me for 6 years.
He got you. What you mean? I got you. What you mean?
When he
Mama, what's up with you though?
passed away, I vowed. I did a song where I cried for the first time in I don't know how many years. And I told my nigga, I say, my nigga, no matter what, I'm gonna rep this Thea shit for you till I pass. That's what I said. I told him that shit. And for 17 years, I've been wearing this chain around my neck every day of my motherfucking life. I got him on my arm, I got him on my body. I've been repping this Thea shit, making songs, making movements, doing everything I can do to keep my nigga name alive from day one. So, for any fan of this Thea shit to question my loyalty of who I am or what I could have possibly done to my good
that movie do go, bro. That's a classic. I remember the first time I seen that shit, I thought it was real as fuck.
friend that don't know nothing about what the fuck this story had to do about, that shit breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. More than a fuck nigga doing some weird shit. That shit broke my fucking heart. I'm like, wow, my own fans, motherfuckers of my movement, questioning after all this shit. So let's address some facts, though. Let's go to some facts about this story that this nigga told about my nigga passing away. Okay? So, this nigga told y'all that me and Kilo hired a hitman to kill our nigga. And then we turned around and killed them in Kansas City, Missouri. That's what he told y'all. We did this in Kansas City, Missouri. Okay? He said his Kansas City niggas told him this. This is what he told him. And he said, why y'all think J Diggs so comfortable with going to Kansas City? All right. And let me tell y'all this Kansas City story. My Kansas City story, okay? Let me tell y'all my connection to Kansas City. Let me tell y'all how I got connected to Kansas City. Okay? First of all, when Dre had his show in Kansas City, it was a Bay Area show. It was a big Bay show. It wasn't just Dre. A lot of people y'all probably don't even know how many people was out there from the Bay Area. I bet 95% of y'all don't even know Yuckmouth was out there. I bet y'all didn't know
They all did it moving together.
Mac Mall was out there. Doobie was out there. Miami was out there.
It was all connected, bro.
I can go on a list of people from the Bay Area
They put so
that was in Kansas City. J Diggs was not in Kansas City. First of all, I couldn't go to Kansas City. I was on federal probation still. I couldn't leave the state. I hadn't even left yet. I was still on federal probation. I wanted to go, hella bad. Well, I didn't make it out there. I couldn't go. So, I had never been to Kansas City in my life. I did not know one person, not one soul in Kansas City. Never met a man in Kansas City a day in my life prior to Dre passing away. Okay? When I got the call that Dre passed away, and I ain't gonna say too much because a lot of y'all want to read this in my book. The crazy thing about this story is all in my book. I ain't gonna give y'all my whole shit. This is my life story. But when I got the call that Dre passed away, I jumped on a flight the very next day to Kansas City. That was my first time in Kansas City. Violated my probation and jumped on a flight and hit Kansas City. When I got to Kansas City, I tapped in with people I knew of. I didn't know Rich the Factor personally. I tapped in with Rich the Factor because I knew Rich the Factor fucked with Mac Dre. And Rich the Factor was not a suspect in my eyes. He wasn't even at that shit. So I tapped in with Rich and Slick, pulled up on me. And I tapped in with Fat Tone. I tapped in with Fat Tone because Fat Tone was a suspect. And everybody was yelling Fat Tone's name. And I wanted Fat Tone to talk to me. I needed some answers. And we talked. And Tone said, I told Fat Tone, I said, bro, I need you to come meet me. He said, Diggs, I'll meet you. I said, look, just so you be comfortable, we can meet at the airport. Just want to talk to you, find out what was going on out here. He said, I'll come meet you, Diggs, no problem. And then he called me back a couple hours later, and he said he had something going on with a house that he was selling, and he couldn't come and meet me. And we talked on the phone. And Tone convinced me that he didn't have nothing to do with it. Okay? So, I stayed out in Kansas City for a few days, doing my homework, doing my footwork, doing my street work. And I left Kansas City and came back home. Now, for me to have any ties with any niggas to have anything to do with my nigga, death, and I had never been to Kansas City a day in my life, how is that possible? How was that possible? I never been there a day in my life. I wasn't even out there when it happened. How did my name get thrown in the mix? He said I got fired. What did I get fired for? If I'm the bodyguard, what did I get fired for? He told two different stories. Y'all look on my post. This nigga been making these stories up out his head. And he's a good storyteller. I ain't mad at him. You look in the stories.
I mean, he make movies.
He told these stories about Fresno and somebody punching Mac Dre. Ain't nobody punched my nigga. Ain't no nigga from the Crest punch my nigga. Yeah, when we was coming up as kids, young niggas, you know. Yeah, he didn't have to fight Crest niggas. Crest niggas fight Crest niggas. But ain't no nigga from the Crest put their hands on Mac Dre in no other city. If it happened in the Crest, and it happened when we was on some Crest shit. Not on no motherfucking, not since he been no motherfucking Mac Dre the rapper, when he was Mac Dre the street nigga. And he knocked a few niggas out for trying it. So, that's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie. Ain't no motherfucking body put their hand. And you know what's funny? It's because I know what happened. I ain't gonna say I know what happened. But there's a story in Fresno where Dre had a nigga knocked out. And you might have heard that story and then tried to put it together. And you know, because I see how you work. I watched on your video the other day when you was telling the story about Fat Tone, JT. And you said, yeah, who know why Fat Tone was mad at Dre? And then a nigga put in this comment, because Dre was late. And you, oh yeah, that's why. That's why Fat Tone was mad at Dre, because he came late to his show. Y'all gotta watch this nigga. This is what this nigga did. This nigga made up this story, then he started freestyling it and all the shit. Well, none of that shit makes sense. None of that shit add up. I really wouldn't be doing this shit. I'm not doing this shit for JT. He need the views. He need the likes, because that's the kind of nigga he is. That's all he on. That's all he do. You see what he do. But that's who he is too. The nigga's a dope fiend, crackhead, and he make up shit. I just watched the interview with the nigga, made up a story on the nigga Curtis Snow. Said your man, you said your own man's ran up in your shit and stole your shit and come to find out you pawned all your shit. He knew it and you knew it too. And then you'll fuck around and tell like bold-faced lie on the nigga. Then he talked about Trinae. I'm gonna bring her up. And I got off the plane late. Trinae supposed to be with me right now. We're gonna fuck around and do it in the morning. She at work right now. I just talked to her before I talked to y'all live. That's my fault, my bad. But I'm gonna speak up for her too. I'm gonna speak up for her. Because you's a disrespectful bastard. You's a disrespectful bastard, my nigga. I'd probably choke the life out you with my bare hands, nigga, if I was in your face, nigga, for the shit that you said about my niece, my nigga. And putting my name involved in any type of motherfucking trifling ass shit about that had anything to do with her. So, a lot of y'all don't even know who Janae is. Y'all hear Dre daughter, y'all hear the shit. So this nigga told this old fake ass, alleged ass story about me, or for, I don't know, me or my friends or whoever the fuck you tried.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. HC Fit and Glow, bro. You the GOAT, bro. I appreciate that, Brody. And I got I ain't gonna say too much, but I know who Janae is too.
To say was pimping my partner daughter and yeah, you try to say some shit with my name would had anything to do with my partner daughter and mistreating her or her being
to the Most High.
Used, my nigga. I have never did anything but treated her like fucking royalty, you stupid fucking fool. You ain't lost your fucking mind, bro. Now, Janae is 31 years old. 30 years old. She's a grown woman. You just said 2 years ago that you sent some niggas. you sent some niggas to rescue her. To rescue her and reunite her with her grandmama. That's another bold-faced ass lie, my nigga. Like, I don't know why you trying to do this to her character and you running her name all through the streets like that, my nigga, on top of our name. I mean, I know why, because you just an idiot like that. I understand you mad for what I did. I understand. Roll it. Let's just get a blunt. Get them to shoot. I understand. Shut them. I understand you, man. I know what kind of nigga you is. But at the end of the day, you're not finna get that shit off on my legacy, my nigga. You're not gonna do that to me. You're not gonna do that to Dre. You're not gonna do it to his daughter or his mama. Now, for those who don't know who his mama is, it's Mac Wanda. Let's dress the Thiz shit too. Let's go back to the label shit. I'm trying to remember everything this fuck nigga said, right? And I'm not looking at the comments. I'm trying to talk to y'all. So this nigga said that we're gonna get some facts straight. He said that after Dre died, we went into Thiz Entertainment and put out all these projects. All right. Okay, I told y'all there's two labels: Thiz Entertainment and there's Thiz Nation. Okay. Dre mama owns Thiz Entertainment. That's Dre label. Everything, all Dre music, everything Dre name on it is that. Thiz Nation is where Kilo took over the nation and did some big shit with it. He brought out the whole Bay Area together and put out projects called Thiz Nation. That's what the nation was. That's where you got the Mr. Fabs. That's where you got the writer J. Clydes. That's where you got all these artists. Where you got the J. Dill. You got all these artists from the Bay Area that came up under Thiz Nation that y'all would have never heard of had not Thiz Nation been started. All right? So, Thiz Nation is a whole nother movement that had nothing to do, and so you know, too, let me say this. I'm a president of Thiz Nation. I don't get a check from Thiz Nation. My name is not on no music for Thiz Nation. None of this shit. I am just a representative because I'm a nigga that fuck with my niggas. I rep this shit to the death. Everything I'm saying can be proven. Everything you can look up. You want to know my label? My label is Romped Out / Thiz. That means I'm a product of Thiz, but my label was Romped Out. Everything that I put out since 2005 has been under Romped Out Thiz. I gave Thiz Entertainment my second album, which was one of my biggest albums to date. I gave it to Thiz Entertainment. That's Wanda and them. That album did numbers, a bunch of numbers. I wear clothes from Thiz Entertainment that I go purchase. That I go to Rat Bay and purchase. I tell them, hey, put that on my account. Yeah, give me them shirts, give me that. I go purchase that shit. And that money goes to Dre's family. Wanda has been running Dre's empire forever. This nigga talking about we done made 12 million or whatever the fuck he's a fucking lie. Anything that get done with Mac Dre name, face, or anything goes through Wanda. I did one project with Mac Dre face on it. And I was with my syrup. And that went through Wanda. I paid her up front, cashed her the fuck out my pocket to do a collab on some syrup. We did a limited edition, and it's gone. That's what I do for Thea's Entertainment. I gave him my loyalty. I gave him my name. I gave him my face and
The gift. Shout out to you, brother. Welcome to the team.
my loyalty, because my nigga gave his life to prison for me. See, a lot of y'all won't understand that shit because y'all ain't never lived on this side of life. So you wouldn't even understand what that kind of loyalty comes with. It comes with life and death, my nigga. So for a nigga to play with me like that, my nigga, it's serious. That's why I'm in this camera. Y'all know Diggs don't be in this motherfucking camera like this. It's not what I do. I got other shit to be doing right now than be trying to explain myself to a bunch of motherfuckers who really don't even understand. But that's why I wrote this book, man. You know, my life's a movie. Check the analog. And I'm not gonna let that nigga fuck off our legacy. And I expect y'all to do the same. So, anybody that believed what JT said, they had any kind of doubt that we are what we not, go do some research on the nigga that gave you the homework. Go figure out why this nigga ain't with none of his day one niggas. You ain't got not one day one nigga you started with fuck with you. Why is that? Not one. Why come every motherfucker you did business with don't fuck with you? Not one. You's a backstabber. You scam niggas. You lie. You the biggest lying motherfucker on the internet. If you listen to the nigga, this nigga just told a Mac Dre story where he was basically saying Mac Dre just paid him homage for everything. Thank you, JT, for everything. You gave me the game. You did this. JT, you this. JT, you my nigga. That nigga do not fuck with you, JT. Dre didn't fuck with you. Y'all did a song on his first project. When did y'all fuck with each other? It's a motherfucking lie, my nigga. He didn't fuck with you. He didn't fuck with you. So, I'm not going to keep addressing this shit. I'm really just, you know, this for real motherfuckers. This shit going to be online. It's just to let y'all know. What else is this nigga say that I ain't touched on yet? Oh, yeah, let's talk about this nigga car. Yeah, let's talk about this car. Yeah, that Cougar, my nigga Cougar. Yeah, let's talk about that. That's another lie. Nigga said me, J Diggs, split up Mac Dre shit. I ain't never. My nigga, I lost. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you another story. When Mac Dre passed away, me and Dre was living together. We shared a motherfucking condo together called Rapper's Island in Sacramento. After he passed away, I never walked in that condo again. I lost everything. Everything in my house, I lost. Never walked in there again. When Dre was alive, Dre had a green Range Rover. It's a picture of it on there. You go on YouTube, you'll see. While he was alive, Diggs went and bought a brown Range Rover. A gold one. I always been a boss. I didn't take nothing from my nigga. See, I was one of the niggas in the crew that had money, always had money. Niggas tell you with my crew, nigga. Yeah, Diggs always had a bag. Always been in euros. Always had bad bitches. Always been that. I never tried to be my nigga. That was my nigga. We rocked together, you know, so we got a lot of the same ways. We did a lot of the same shit. But at the end of the day, I'm a loyal nigga. And some of you niggas need to learn how to do that shit. You understand? I'm a loyal nigga. I'm always gonna be that. And I'm gonna get my niece on here so she can tell y'all what it is. I'm gonna make sure she lets y'all know. Because that shit is disrespectful as fuck. What this nigga did. And like I said,
She don't play either.
never have I ever took anything of Dre's. I never got a check for no Dre music. I never got a check for Thea's Nation music. I never got a check for Thea's Entertainment music. None of that shit ever in my fucking life. I can prove all that. Anybody want to question me? Like I said, everything I do for this label, It's out of loyalty. I ain't signed to this. I've never been signed to this. Nothing. I do this for this shit is in me, not on me. Do you understand the difference of that shit? Do y'all know what the difference of that shit is? When you rock hard with a nigga and you do what I did for my nigga for this many years and to have somebody question you like that, like, it's a good thing none one of you motherfuckers question me in my face about some shit like that. Because I'd probably be in jail for murder. That's how serious I take this shit. Don't play with me, my nigga. And JT the bigger figure. You can keep doing your rants, you keep doing your lying ass stories. I mean, you know, it is what it is, my nigga. But at the end of the day, we gonna make sure everybody know who you is. And I see they just ran you out of Africa. Y'all go look that story up too, nigga. Go look up JT. That nigga put that well in Africa. He making it look like he doing all that good shit. But you start selling them Africans that water, and right now the prime minister and them just had a meeting on his ass. So go see. I guarantee you. Y'all go check on this nigga, man. This nigga is the biggest scamming nigga from the Bay. Everybody know for who that nigga is out here. We know who he is. Find a nigga out here he fuck with. Find one nigga out here that's a real nigga that fuck with JT. And you'll see why he ran to Africa. And the Atlanta niggas shot him up. You cross your nigga Kurt Snow. They just AK'd him up out there. Like, you can't go nowhere, my nigga, because you a fuck nigga and you do fuck nigga shit. And now I see why that AK ran through your ass. So all I'm saying is, it is what it is. You got my name in your mouth. It's all good. Hopefully one day, we can address this like men, face to face. Because you sure didn't pull up to your own neighborhood where you invited me to. You whole ass nigga. I was gonna beat your ass. You talk about all that good shit. You think I pulled up? Not ready for that? Man, you better recognize who you dealing with, JT. Ain't nobody gonna keep playing with you. Like Tyrese looking ass, ET head ass nigga. Hey. So I ain't been able to look at none of these comments. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. So I'm sure I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna look and I'm gonna see anything else, bro. You seen the video? Anything else I need to talk about with this nigga? No. We gonna bring Janae in. We definitely gonna bring Janae in. Yeah, we gonna cut all the crap. So y'all go follow Mac Wanda too. That's his mama. And y'all go see who running his estate. Why this nigga trying to make it seem like they in poverty and all the shit. You understand? So that's who get all Mac Dre everything. If I want to put this stamp on an album cover, I gotta talk to Mac Wanda. Just so y'all know. You feel me? Find out before y'all get to talking. Yeah. And I've been in this shit. Like I said, it's in me, not on me, bitch. If y'all pay attention to this nigga, all he care about is YouTube views and streams. That's all he wants. That's what he's doing it for. So, and then I'm gonna take y'all back to when this shit first started, just so y'all know. I told this before. A nigga felt like he was really mad at me because I didn't call him back. See, he was in the crèche. And he had a camera and he was trying to shoot this funky ass movie. He been stealing footage on niggas. That's why Lav was gonna kick his face in. He stole some footage on Lavish D. So he was in the crèche stealing footage for this movie, talking about he doing this Film Mo Crest movie with Mac Dre in it. And he was trying to steal his footage and he tried to call me and give me the cosign for that shit. You feel me? And then when I didn't call him back, and really the cold thing about it, I didn't even know he was trying to get in touch with me. I was really flying that day. Because at the time, I fucked with JT. I thought he was all right. I didn't know the nigga was a weirdo. I had to figure this shit out. So, when I flew in, the day I flew in, I had a video shoot. So while I'm out there, that's when the motherfucker hit me like, man, Diggs, JT in the crest looking for you. I'm like, he in the crest looking for me? Oh, let me hit this nigga. JT, what's up with it? Yeah, I'm up at the Crest Park shooting a video. If you want to come through, I heard you was looking for me. You wanted to holler at me or something. Okay, Diggs, I'm going to come up there. He came up there and bobbed his head through the whole video. Okay? So, he was already mad. He was mad that day. He had to be. I didn't know it. He didn't show it to me. Like I say, he was bobbing his head in the video. Then he go on live that night. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth, right? So He told the story because it's crazy. This is a relevant story, right? He told the story about Zoe and Laugh. And this crazy thing about it is, wasn't nobody plotting on that nigga. We didn't even know about the movie that he was trying to do with Zoe and Laugh. We didn't know nothing about that shit. And this nigga, the night of the video shoot, the night that we shot the video shoot, we was all there at the video shoot. I was in the car. Zoe was sitting next to me. When Laugh called him, like, bro, you know anything about a JT movie? He said, movie. Now, mind you, Zoe was his manager at the time. That's what you do with a manager. You call your manager and ask him. He wasn't calling Zoe to press JT. And he called him and he asked him about it. And as a manager, JT called Zoe. Zoe called JT and asked him about it. And JT went off on him. And he went on that live that night. And he went on a rant. And in the middle of the rant, that's when he went off on me about not calling him back. So you was already mad at the beginning, bro, you know. So y'all really have to do y'all homework on these videos to understand a lot of this shit. Y'all just caught this one video with this nigga telling this story. This is not new. This shit been a couple years old. He been trying to get this shit off. He been hoping he can get his views and likes up. Y'all see who he do it for? He a view and like ass nigga. That's how he eat. So, real quick, right? I'm gonna ask y'all. Anything I ain't touched on yet? Go ahead. Put it down here right now so I can make sure I do it before I log out. What's say? I just talked about Dre's car. I never owned Dre's car. I never owned any of Dre's cars.
I did.
Yeah, you heard that? He did.
Gave me the Cougar when I got out the pen.
Yeah. Gave him a Cougar when he got out the pen. Y'all hear that? That's Big Dot. Y'all heard his name through songs since the beginning of time. Dre been talking about him since the very first rap song, Big Dot. Gave him Cougar when he got out the pen. Yeah. Me. Let's talk about me, though. Me. I ain't never owned none of them Dre's cars. You know why? Because I didn't need nothing. I could have went and probably asked for some shit, but I didn't need nothing. When Dre bought a Range, I bought a Range. We was cutties. We did shit together. I had a big bag forever. I'm going to always have a bag. So why you trying to act like a nigga scam? I've been running my own record label this whole time. The whole time, I've been running my own record label. I don't even holler Romped Out. I holler Theas. Y'all don't even know that. I got my own record label, but I holler Theas in the name of Dre. So y'all keep that, you know. This nigga JT got one song and said I don't rap with the Cuddy. JT and Dre wasn't friends either. They knew each other. Them niggas wasn't friends. And Mac Mall's gonna fuck you up too. You stole his song. I can go forever about this nigga, but I'm finna get ready to get out of here. What else that say? Hold on, what else? What else? Let me go back down. Let me see what else y'all said. Hold on. Y'all slow down. This shit coming in by the abundance. Let me see. Who's the white boy? That's a good question. He don't even know who the white boy is. What the fuck you mean? How you gonna ask me who the white boy is and he don't know who the white boy is? Was it him? Stop playing with me. Let me see. Who was riding when he got shot? Y'all go look. That's another thing y'all can go look at. Go look at the American Gangster. Go look at BET American Gangster. It's online. When Dre got shot, Dre was in the car with a motherfucker from Kansas City. It was a driver that was assigned to drive him around. That's who he was with when he got shot. A driver. I didn't know him. They knew him out there. That's what he do. If anybody want to know about Dre, let me just tell y'all real quick. I'm gonna tell y'all how Dre moves. So, just so anybody say, well, why was he by himself or why do he do shit like that? And I'm gonna just keep it 100 because I'm just like Dre. That's how Dre is. Dre will get up and walk out the room and won't say nothing to anybody and be gone. Dre didn't carry a cell phone. He didn't do shit like that. One time we went to Hot August Night. We was 30 niggas deep. We turned around. Dre was gone. We looked for Dre all night. We found Dre the next morning. The story's in my book too. We found Dre the next morning on a balcony full of bitches. He yee down. Yee! We was looking for this nigga. We was looking for this nigga all night. Yeah, true story. I can't make this up. Disappeared from 30 niggas. Hot August Night in Reno. We couldn't find this nigga. We going in casinos, calling. Anybody seen Dre? Anybody seen Dre? So that's how he was. And anybody that know, they know. That's how the Cuddy is. That nigga will disappear. He'll tell the nigga, come on, let's go. Come ride with me. Again, I wasn't there that night. Ask Yuck Mouth. Yuck Mouth was out there. Ask him some questions. He could tell you a lot about Kansas City. He was there. He got a blog. That's who y'all should be talking to, the blogger. He got a blog. That's what he do for a living. Yuck Mouth runs his fucking mouth for a living. Go talk to Yuck. I'm sure he could tell y'all a little bit about Kansas City. I'm sure he can. He was there. So, once again, I appreciate everybody tapped in. Deal with a real nigga. It is what it is. I'm gonna go back and look at these comments because I couldn't, that shit coming in too fast. I couldn't keep up with that shit. Let me see. And they going too fast.
He's not really saying too much after this. I'm gonna just end it here. I appreciate everybody who stopped by.
And once again,
make sure you guys hit that like button. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna start pushing out more videos. I just been sick lately, so I haven't really been having the energy. This nigga was 25 when Mac J was in his prime. Nigga, Search for a Ruin. Everybody, check out Search for a Ruin channel. He's in my channel description. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. My bad. I've been sick, so I really don't have that much energy, but I appreciate you guys. Peace.